Hey, teachers, and welcome to Monday Teaching Philosophy. This office is giving me the blues, y'all. Just overlook that. Overlook that. It'll get better. Trying to keep up with videos, and now school has started, so I'm cleaning up my classroom. I'm gonna probably do next Monday's video in the classroom so y'all can see how I set up my classroom. Anyway, today I want to talk real quick about teaching procedures like their curriculum. Teach your procedures the same way you teach that curriculum. You know how you be so excited, oh, we got to learn math, we got to do this, we got to do that. You need to go on and add procedures to that because in the school system, practice makes as perfect as possible. Okay? It ain't gonna make perfect, but it makes as perfect as possible. Procedures create freedom for you. When you teach procedures, it frees you up so that you don't have to, no, put this away. Now we got to put, no, don't do this, do that. Da, 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 mm-mm. Practice everything until the students don't have to think about it. That's the way I do my rituals and routines of my classroom. I practice every time I see my students. Every day. When I was in the classroom teaching second grade, every day we go over the rituals and routines and practice the procedures. When it's time for writing, we move our desk over here and we get in the floor and get our mats and lay in the floor and start our writing. That's what we did. That was our procedure. Then, when it's time for the next thing after writing, which was math, we play a little math game real quick. Then we go move our desk back and sit down and let's think and talk about whatever the new topic we are learning. Those were the procedures. Then, after math, we got to go to lunch. Then we go to lunch in the hallway. This is what I expect. When we are walking in the hallway, we are quiet. When we stop in the hallway, we are reading flashcards, math flashcards, or spelling flashcards, blah, blah, blah. When we back moving, da 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 da. After lunch, we have a 15-minute break between lunch and specials. During that 15 minutes, it's math facts fun. We do games with math. We gonna play math basketball, math baseball, math golf, whatever it is. We make up a game with it. And that, so you gotta practice your procedures with your students. And it really is rituals and routines help children thrive. When children come in and they know what to expect and they know what to do, they don't have to ask. They can walk in and automatically know, okay, I gotta go do this. You don't, children thrive in environments like that. So if you don't hear nothing else I tell you, practice your procedures for everything. If there's a procedure for getting a pencil, practice it. When they do it wrong, we need to come back and practice it again. And not only do we need to practice, we need to do what it looks like, sounds like, feels like. We call it a Y chart. Looks like, sounds like, feels like. Okay? So that's what I need you to do. Practice those procedures. At the beginning of the year, you need to be heavy on practicing it. Excuse me, y'all. I had lunch at Daniel's Little Mexican Restaurant. That's a little Mexican restaurant we got here in Louisville. And those enchiladas are giving me the blues. Anyway, I just want us to remember that. Practice those procedures because practice makes as perfect as possible. Okay? That way you don't spend the whole year, you know, running after students and telling students, no, put this away. It's time to do that. Do that. Mm-mm. Practice makes as perfect as possible. So a lot of teachers that keep talking about leaving the profession, you wouldn't have to be thinking like that if you practice these procedures. And when they don't get it right, or if they choosing to do it wrong, we gonna stop. And when it's time to make our white chart, let's make a list of what it looks like, sounds like, feels like. And I need at least 5 in each category. Let's make a list, and I need them in full sentences. If you are choosing, now, if you forget, like kids forget their mind, children's mind do not be the best. But if you are choosing to not follow the procedure, we need to rewrite our Y chart. Which is me, I love writing. Writing is fun for me. And some of my children, they love writing too. They, Mr. Demby, can I rewrite my Y chart? Yeah, you can. But you still need to remember the procedures while you're writing it. Anyway, that's all I had today. I'm not gonna be on here long talking. I just wanted you to remember that this is the beginning of the year. So as you start your year off, remember, practice your procedures like they are curriculum. Teach those procedures just like you teach math. Every day, we need to go over procedures until you don't have to go over them anymore. When you come back from a holiday, we need to go over procedures. Today is a procedural day. Or at my school, we have I can't even think of it. Oh Lord, it's like a PBIS day. A SEL day. That's what we call it. It's all of them letters in my mind. And when we come back from vacation, we have SEL day. And that's where the teachers are not really teaching curriculum. They're teaching more emotional regulation, behaviors, and things like that. And that's the perfect time to have a procedural day where you just teaching procedures and we reviewing and going back over procedures. How we walk to lunch, how we move when we get ready to transition from science to spelling, how we transition from math to writing, how we transition when we line up for lunch, when we line up for specials. This is what I expect to see when, you know. So, those are the kinds of things you need to practice when you come back from vacation, when you start school. Start your year off right by practicing your procedures and teaching your procedures just as if they are curriculum. And I bet this will be one of your best years ever. Remember, where the spirit of learning is, there is liberty.